We here to teach that we the Israelites. You natives, blacks and Hispanics. Yeah. We on the Most High's grind. We ain't got time for no fools. We trying to rule this footstool with the Lord whose hands like wool. So we here to teach that we the Israelites. You natives, blacks and Hispanics. We here to teach that we the Israelites. You natives, blacks and Hispanics.
And there we shall do what?
We on the Most High grind. We ain't got time for no fools. We trying to rule.
So he's telling us that I'm gonna put these curses upon you for a sign, for an identifier. Somewhere where you can be able to identify yourself one day when I decide to wake you up. When I decide to bring you back, something that you can recognize, that you can be able to understand, that you can be able to feel. And this is talking about the curses. Because we understand that we know that we went through slavery, and the Bible prophesies that, right? Give me verse 48.
Deuteronomy, chapter 28.
Give me 40. Give me 48.
Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48.
Read.
Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemies.
Therefore, we shall serve thy enemies. Because we broke the Most High's law, he said, we're going to serve our enemies. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
Because we broke the God's laws, and this is why we got to be on ourselves, right? Because, yeah, we can say the white man this, the white man that, but at the end of the day, we broke the laws. We didn't do what God said, right? So therefore, we put ourselves in this condition. We're not listening to the Most High God. But this is what he did to us. Read.
In hunger.
So in hunger, right? He said, I'm gonna send you to your enemies, and you're gonna go to them for what?
In hunger.
So in hunger, when we were in our slavery days, who do we have to go to when we were hungry? Who fed us? Who do we have to go to eat? It's okay to say it. Hey, they talk about it. They call us out all the time. So who do we have to go to? The white man, right? Read.
And in thirst.
So in thirst, who do we have to go to? The white man. Read.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, we need clothes. Who do we have to go to? Right. So let's fast forward to today. The same thing applies today. Just because we're no longer living in these times doesn't mean that these curses still don't apply to us.
Right.
These curses still apply to us.
Right.
They apply to us right now. So let's figure it out. Start from in thirst or in hunger.
In hunger.
So in hunger, where do we go to eat today? When you're hungry, where do you go?
My kitchen.
You go to your kitchen. So when you go to your kitchen, right, and you go, what grocery store do you go to?
Safeway.
Do we own Safeway? Do a nation of our people own Safeway? Do we own, when you don't want to go to a restaurant, do we own Chipotle? Do we own, give me something, Starbucks? We don't go, so when we're hungry, we got to go to these places. And what else?
And in thirst.
When we're thirsty, do we own the Sunny Water? Do we own Fiji Water? Do we own Smart Water? We don't own none of these companies, but we still got to go through. Even our house water, right? So when you don't pay your water bill, what happens? Get that thing up, right? What is that? We're still being cursed today. We're still in slavery today, just like us enslaved, right?
That's right. And in nakedness.
And nakedness. So where do we go to get our clothes? Do we own our clothing stores? So people do like to say, well, we got Sean John, we got Kanye West, got his own clothing line. But let's be real, right? Dude, they own the brand. They own the name Sean John. They own the name. Kanye West owns the name Rockaware. They own the name. They don't own the raw textile material that the clothing's made out of. They still got to go to the middleman to still get it. What happened to Kanye West? He lost $14 million because he doesn't own. He tried to buy the raw textile which his clothing made out of, and lost $14 million. They said, no, you can't own. You can't buy the textile. Therefore, he still deserves his enemies, right? Yeah. Right.
What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
My name is Benaiah.
Benjamin.
Benjamin. What is your father?
My father is Benjamin.
What is he? Nationality? Is your father on this line?
No, I don't think so.
What is your father, sis?
This looks like
a black African. What's African American? What's black? We have a land called black. You said a black African American. That's confusing. That's confusing. I'm just saying black. Right?
What you're trying to teach.
What I'm teaching the so-called blacks the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Hispanics, that they're the true children of Israel according to the scriptures.
Right.
These curses that are talked about in Deuteronomy, these curses that apply to us.
Right. That's right.
When we talk about slavery, when we talk about the transatlantic slave trade, this is prophesied in the Bible.
Right.
You know, the Most High told us that if we didn't listen to His laws, statutes, and commandments, that we were going to go through slavery.
Right. That's right.
I'm teaching my sister.
Right.
These things happen to us. These things are prophesied in the Bible. That's how we can tell that we are the children of God.
Right.
That's right. I'm out here.
Right.
I'm here from my people.
Right.
We can repent and we can get salvation.
Right.
And that's why I asked you what the was. Because you, hold on,
As a curious person,
hold on, I'm doing my sister.
can I learn that?
Yeah, I'm teaching my sister to learn. So look,
As a curious person, can I learn that?
you're being curious. I'm teaching her. She asked me a question, so be curious. So so you said your cousin was a so-called black, so-called American, right? He's from the tribe of Judah. The Bible speaks about nations in the Bible, right? That's my name. Yeah, that's your name, but that's not your tribe, right? So the Bible speaks about nations, people, right? In the Bible, there's 18 nations of people in the Bible. The nation of Israel was one nation of people, but it was broke down in 12 different tribes. So everybody from the nation of Israel are from a different tribe under one nation, right? So your father, so-called black, not African American, is confusing, right? Okay, see her? She's still an Israelite as well. That's what I'm saying. When we say black, I ask you, where's the landmass of black at?
Yeah, I can see.
Hold on, I'm talking. Hold on, bro. Hold on. You're saying you're being curious. You want to learn, right? Right. Listen. So look, you said a landmass of black, right? I'm asking you, is there a language that we speak in black? Is there a landmass we speak in black? Do we have a black heritage, something that we can trace back for hundreds and thousands of years? We don't have that as a so-called black people. We say African American. Okay, let's get into African American, right? Let's break down the word African. Where does the word African come from? Because the word Africa in the Bible is considered Ham, right? Or Kemet. Hold on, I'm teaching. You said you want to learn. So listen, hold on, bro. So look, you said that you said African. And so there was an Italian general, right? He's an Italian general. He conquered a small piece of land in Africa. His name was Leo Silvio Africano, right? So this is what they did. They conquered land and named them after their own. Give me Psalms 49:11. I'm gonna prove that to you in the Bible. So,
Wait.
Hold on.
Can I say something real quick? The culture.
The book of Psalms.
The culture in America right now is.
He's under order. I'm the teacher right here. That's why. Don't worry about it. Psalm 49:11. So look, like I just told, so let's get an American for a second. We know that Amerigo Vespucci, right? He discovered the South and Central and South America, right? So then he decided once he found these lands, or he so-called found these lands, because the Native Americans were already here before anybody else. So what they do? He came, the people were there, they pilgrimed it, and they said, oh, we're going to call the name after Amerigo Vespucci. We're going to name it America. So why we call ourselves African American? The word African American didn't come out until the 1980s. We've been called byword and having bywords on this for years. We've been called black, African American, we've been called nigger, we've been called Afro American, which is the damn hairstyle. So how can we be any of those things? Give me Psalm 49:11, read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11.
This is what they think. This is what people who run the country, who run the world think. Read.
Their inward thought is
Their inward thoughts, their thoughts in their head that they continue to think. Read.
that their houses shall continue forever.
That their houses should continue forever. That their buildings, that their land, that they go and conquer it. Those things will build forever. Read.
Bring it up.
And their dwelling places.
And their dwelling places, because they go to different lands and they want to conquer this and bring in their democracy here. They want to conquer this and bring in this image here and have everybody worship this image.
Right.
Is it in the Bible? There's no depiction of this in the Bible.
So what's the picture that you guys worship?
We don't worship a picture. We worship the Most High God.
Right.
We don't worship a picture. Right? So let me finish telling you. Read.
To all generations, they call their lands after their own name.
So the people who go into different lands, to different countries and conquer them, who go kill innocent women and children, they land the name. They name those lands after their names. What about, for example, the state of Washington? Who was Washington named after? George Washington. So they go and conquer lands and name lands. Back up a little bit, bro. They go and name lands after themselves.
For the joy that was set before us, the cross, the spice of the shame, set down the right.
Yes, we believe in God. We believe in Christ and keep the commandments.
Right.
Only one way through the Father, and that's through Christ.
Bring it up.
We literally know God.
Are you guys gonna turn away a sympathetic ear?
You asked me what?
Thank you, that's what
You asked me what? You asked me a question.
Are you gonna turn away a sympathetic ear?
He's not, but you're being rude while other people are trying to
I'm teaching her. You said you wanted to sit and learn.
I'm not.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you so much for
That's why just look. This is important, right? If you want eternal life, if you want salvation, right?
You all want to listen.
Hey, real quick,
Because what happens here is whenever we bring out the word of God, people are listening, something always happens. And it's biblical. It happens. So we're going to see what it is. Read that.
Bring it up.
Bring it out. Book of Mark. 14. The book of Mark, chapter 4, verse 14.
Bring it out.
The sword. Sword, the word. So the brother's sowing the word out, right? You guys are listening. He's sowing the word. Go ahead. And these are they by the wayside. You all are by the wayside. Listening to the word of God come out. Go ahead. Where the word is sown, but when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately. So when you heard the word, who comes immediately? Satan cometh immediately. And does what? And taketh away the word that was sown in their heart. How do they take away that word that's sown in your heart, which is your mind, by bringing confusion, by not having patience, by running everywhere when you're trying to get your question answered. You're trying to get the knowledge, and he wants to ask this, interrupt that, be disrespectful.
Right.
Satan comes immediately. That's what the Bible says.
Right.
True book.
Right.
Every time the word comes out, he can't be 1 Corinthians 14:4. It's the way things are supposed to be done.
Bring it up.
Right. Bring it up. You've been patient. Listen, you came up and wanted to edify you as well. You've been patient. Listen.
Right.
But as soon as the patience kicks in, Satan comes to grab that seat. Give me that.
You guys can't just hit a sympathetic audience like myself and they can't convince anything.
Well, let me ask you one. Okay. An audience like yourself.
I am guys.
Okay.
Sorry about
The book of 1 Corinthians.
I'm a sympathetic audience.
Are you on the side? Are you on the side?
Yeah, that's mine right there.
Benjamin?
That's his name.
Let them teach what they want to teach and let's
But that's
go on
not
about
what
it.
I'm studying.
We're not his father.
My father is
Give me Psalms
mostly
147:19.
mostly Czech.
Except that's white, European, right? Okay. So in the Bible, your biblical name is not white. You're not the color of this sun. You're actually gray. Just like black people are black with different shades of brown.
That's right.
Right.
I've got an opinion on that. My name is Benjamin. Hey,
See, this is the problem with our people.
no, I actually.
Bring it out.
Your
father is what?
I'm actually a student. I got a student's mentality.
You think your father is black American?
I got a student's mentality.
So we have an Israelite that doesn't know she's an Israelite that don't want to hear the Bible.
Right.
But here we have a heathen that's not an Israelite that's more interested in learning than our own people. Right. We're out here for.
Right.
We're out here for you.
I
You want to keep walking.
Right.
This is why our people are so destroyed.
Bring it up.
Heathenized. They're not Americanized. They're heathenized. She don't want to learn her true heritage.
Right.
No, don't be mad at her.
She don't want to realize who she is. She don't realize she's the greatest thing on this earth.
Right.
But she don't care. She wants to take her heathen man and keep walking.
Bring it up.
This is why we're out here.
Right.
Because our people are destroyed.
Right. So, we were curses. So, real quick recap. We talked about Moses. We talked about our curses, right? We talked about one thing in 48. That's what we said. 48. I'm read 48. I'm just get to the point. I got you. So we just talked about when they needing to get hunger and thirst and nakedness, right? We put it in the 48.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He should do what?
Put a yoke of your iron upon thy neck.
Who should do it? Yeah. He said who? He says he should.
He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So that he was talking about our enemy that we referred to in the beginning of verse 48, right? That he did this to us. That he is the so-called white man, the nation of Edom, right? Esau. That's who did this to us. Read.
Until he hath destroyed thee.
So until he has destroyed us, when we talk about destroying us, we have to talk about destroying us physically. Like he didn't kill us as a nation of people, he didn't die as a law, but he destroyed us mentally, right? Because we like to celebrate Independence Day. We have to celebrate the 4th of July, right? We know that the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776. In 1776, when America became its own nation, when it broke out from Great Britain, that's the reason why the Declaration of Independence was signed. Because America became an independent country on its own, away from Great Britain, right? So in 1776, we were still in cotton fields. We were still in slavery.
That's right.
On the first day, on the first day that the Declaration was signed. So why are we celebrating Independence Day?
Right.
Why are we celebrating a day where we're saying we're independent when that independence had nothing to do with the children of Israel?
Right. Right.
We physically didn't get free until 1863. The Emancipation and Proclamation. Abraham Lincoln. That's when like, oh, we was free under Abraham Lincoln. No, we were destroyed as a people. We've never been free. We'll never be free. Let me get Christmas real quick because my son often will be bringing it out. Jeremiah 10. Because there's nothing.
Bring it out.
There's no holidays that America celebrates that has anything to do with the Bible.
Right.
Be Christian.
Bring it out.
I said, oh, I'm Christian. We celebrate Thanksgiving. We celebrate Christmas.
Right. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear the word which the Lord speaketh unto you.
So Jeremiah is saying through the Most High, through Jeremiah, he's kind of saying, hear the word that the Lord is speaking through you. Right? Read.
O house of Israel.
O house of Israel. Only talking to the nation of Israel. Read.
Thus saith the Lord. Learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. Because you understand, through our captivities, we went into idolatry. We started conforming to the ways and the manners of the Gentiles, or the people that had us captives. We started celebrating all these different holidays. He said, don't be dismayed. Don't be dismayed at those things, read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
So don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. Don't worry about your about the stars and the stars and the constellations. Don't worry about their zodiac signs and what year you were born. That's not of God. That's of the heathen. Read.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Because the heathen are dismayed at them. The heathen want what God has. The heathen wanted what God had for us. They knew we were the children of Israel. They knew that we were the chosen ones. They didn't want us to keep our heritage. They knew that we were the greatest things on earth.
Right.
They came together against us and said, let's cut them off from being a nation of people.
Right. That's right. For the customs of the people are vain.
Because the customs of the people are vain. There's nothing, they don't care about what's going on. But these customs that we keep in America are vain. There's nothing to them. There's nothing to profit us. We can't profit from none of these holidays. Read.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
I'm talking about Christmas. He said, because for one cutteth a tree out of the forest. When we go do Christmas tree shopping, where do they get those trees from? They cut out of the forest, right? Read.
The work of the hands of a workman with the axe.
Read.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
They deck it with what?
They deck it with silver and with gold.
They deck with silver and gold, right? They customize their Christmas trees with silver and gold, right? They hang ornaments on the trees. They put lights on the houses. Those things be silver and gold. The Most High is telling you that this is Christmas. Don't be dismayed at their signs. Don't fall into their custom holidays and their vain customs, right? It says don't do that thing. Read.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers.
Because in order to keep the tree up, you got to tie screws into them. Back in the day, you had to hammer them in. But they got stuff now, you can stick the tree stump in and turn a little screw in and tip it to the tree. He said, no, that's what they do, read.
That it moves not.
So it doesn't move.
They are upright as the palm tree.
They stand straight up, it's like a palm tree, read.
But speak not. They must needs be born. Because they cannot go. Be not afraid of it.
So don't be afraid of these things, right?
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel, Israel United in Christ.
YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.